Guys, and welcome back to this channel. So this week I think I've not really been in any trades so far. Since Monday I've not really gotten any chance to actually trade because this was what I was looking at. You can see a very massive consolidation. To me, this is very risky. You can see that even today, after price actually gave me a confirmation of an entry right here, which is the short bar strategy, I should have bought right, but still I'm not in the trade because I don't really want to be trading this type of trend. If price actually takes out this high, maybe we have another pullback before pushing all the way through. Maybe I can actually buy around that range. But so far so good. Even by next week, if we not get out of this range, I'm still not making a single trade, right? Because this is also a trend line. Price can equally just reverse all the way down. But I can see that today the 714 method was quite profitable for you guys, right? I refuse to trade it because I don't really want to be in the market and looking at price consolidates. I don't want to trade within consolidational periods. I don't really like that. Now, when you come to trade the 714 method, the most important things is what these two levels right here. You have to mark these two levels. Now, within this range, if we're in a downtrend, we are expecting an uptrend. If we're in an uptrend, we are expecting a downtrend, right? And by looks of it, when you look at from this level all the way down, you can see that price was in a very nice downtrend. So if price is in a downtrend, our expectations are that price will push all the way up. Now with this, what do we use as our entries? Support and resistance, fair value gap, and an order block. So obviously price actually came all the way down and closed around this range. As you can see, price pushed all the way through. This was the end of what price, right? This is where price actually ended. You can see that price actually ended in a fair value gap, which was already tested a couple of times. Price tested it here, came back for another retest, and this test again. So you could have either waited for price to actually take out this fair value gap, or you use your order block, which was just below you, just around this range. This right here was your order block. Very nice. So you could also use your order block to execute your trade. Or what I've always been saying, if you don't actually know where to execute the trade, if you don't know what to do, just leave everything, forget about everything, and just target the last high. When price breaks above that last high, you can execute your buys or sells. That is another simplest that is the most simplest way you can actually trade the 714 method if you don't know how to use these levels. Just target the last high. When it's taken, buy and go. Simple as that. Don't stress yourself. So I think that was just it. If you were entering into the trade based on this fair value gap, you could have also put your stop loss below this, because I've always told you guys, when the fair value gap and the other block is very close to each other, put your stop loss below the other block, because the way fair value gaps works, price can equally just push through that fair value gap and it will still come back and do what? And respect it. So you could have used this fair value gap, but your stop loss has to go below the other block, and you're targeting the last high, either this as your first TP or this level right here as your first TP. So you could have targeted here as your first TP, probably 1:2, this last high as your second TP, and you just leave your third trade. Look at how you could have earned, or look at what you could have gotten. Now I actually don't want to trade anything the whole of this week, no, because after Monday's trade, Monday was successful, very nice. After Monday's trade, we started this consolidational reign, as you can see from Monday right here. That was around somewhere 9 p.m. in the evening. Price started consolidating all the way down to this range, which was a very perfect yet very serious zone. But that is just it for me. Until the next coming week, I'm not really going to execute any trade. But this was the 714 method today. I don't actually check to see whether the 714 method was good on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't really check, right? I'll make a video on that, and probably maybe during the video we'll all see what happened. But I do not really mind, because price was consolidating and I don't really have to bother myself for it. You have to always understand that if there are problems that are, how am I going to say it, if there are problems with countries, right? If countries are having problems, price is going to be fluctuating, right? It's going to be either in a consolidation or it's going to be unpredictable. And to me, those type of levels or those type of things, I don't really want to trade when price is doing that. So that is just it. Price can easily push all the way down. That is why I'm really not interested in executing a trade around this range. If we push through this, we come back for a retest, I think price should push down from this range. If we come back for a retest and will continue to push all the way up, then I can now execute my trade looking forward for price taking out this high. Or I can wait for price to come all the way back down to this range, which is this last order block, for me to see a rejection. If in any case price actually wants to continue pushing down, we'll just drop all the way down and we'll continue pushing all the way down. But so far so good. I don't really want to trade. Most of you guys would have gotten a 714 method within this range, but to me, this is way too complicated to trade, and I don't really want to be in this type of market. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, always watch the news. If anything serious is going on, relax, save your account, and wait for all those things to actually settle before you can actually trade. If not, you'll be prone to doing what? Blowing your account up, right? Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.